Many of you have been very interested in the topic of twin flame soulmates and twin flames, also called twin souls. And today I'd like to share my second video on the topic of twin flames. Twin flames were spoken about in the days of Aristotle. The concept has been around since the beginning of time. Meeting your twin flame is a life-changing experience. But there's also the question, can you have more than one twin flame? And that is an interesting question. But that leads me to believe, have you really met your twin flame? Or is it possible that the person that you think is your twin flame is a soulmate, but isn't quite the twin flame? That leads you to believe that perhaps there is another soul for you out there. So while you may have more than one twin flame experience, perhaps in the end you only have one twin flame. For those of us who are lucky enough to have experienced anything close to a twin flame soulmate relationship, we know what it can be like. So we know that the search for love becomes even more important in our lives. It's even more important that we find just the right match, just the right person, just the right soulmate, just the right twin. Sometimes it happens when you least expect it, and perhaps your twin lives in another country or lives far away, so it will be harder for you to meet in person, but if he is your twin flame soulmate, you will meet him one day. Aristotle said that love is a single soul inhabiting two bodies, the masculine and the feminine. And when that soul is rejoined, that is true love. That is also spiritual enlightenment. Meeting your twin flame is a life-changing experience, but it also has its ups and downs in the sense that when the twin flame runs, you are separated, and it can be for years, an extended period of time. The thing is that until your twin soul embraces the experience of twin flame and is ready to reunite, you will have some separation. For anyone who has experienced the twin flame running from them, it can be very heartbreaking. It is not easy to be separated from your twin. While you are separated from your twin, it's a good time for you to explore all of the creative pursuits that God put you on the planet to do. It's an opportunity to develop your creative talents, an opportunity to help others. It's an opportunity to be a better human being for everyone in your life, as well as looking at the larger picture. It's also for you an interesting time to ask, is there another twin flame out there that is perhaps my real twin? The point being that perhaps you think that you've met your twin, but there may be even a better twin flame soulmate out there for you. And that's why it's really important to continue searching for the love inside yourself and to realize that love is indeed a verb. I think the most important thing that anyone can learn from life is that love is indeed a verb. I was at a cocktail party once and I met someone who had been divorced a couple of times, and he said to me something about it being hard to meet someone that he really liked. And I said to him, well, you know, love is actually a verb. And he looked at me sort of with an inquisitive mind, and he said, what do you mean? And I said, well, a lot of people look for someone who knocks their socks off, and they think of love as just a feeling of someone that needs to do something for you. But in the end, really, love is truly a verb. If you find love in your heart and you're always giving love to others, you have achieved love, and at that point, hopefully you will meet your twin soul or your twin flame soulmate. That if you love yourself and you give love to others, you will always be in love. But that's also part of the twin flame experience. When you've experienced the love that is so deep and so rare, you want to make sure that you share it with the world. And that is where the twin flame runner runs away and must develop his skills even more. There's a man that lives halfway around the world who could be my twin. There's also a man that I have met already who could be my twin, who travels all the time. But I know that I have a lot of interesting things ahead of me. I'm really excited to share this with you all today because I know some of you are going through a twin flame separation, and it is hard when the twin flame runs away from you. But the reason I can give you hope is because I can tell you that if he is your twin, he will return. If he or she is your true twin flame, that runner will return one day. The important thing to know is that once you've experienced a twin flame relationship, your life will never be the same. Love is something that is very spiritual, it's universal, and the more that you find love inside your heart, the more love you have to give to others. And love is just not about one person, it's about giving love to family members, to friends, maybe to even people that you don't know who you can help throughout the world. But love, in the end, is truly a verb as well as a feeling. In the end, when you pass on, you will be thinking about all of the love that you gave to other people. It will be about the human experiences that you've had in your life. I'm excited about life and love, and I'm excited about the twin flame journey. I know that twin flame love is very special. It also leads to some kind of spiritual path and enlightenment along the way. Once you are on this path of spiritual enlightenment, the world will bring you lots of interesting surprises. Generally, these twin flame relationships come about in very unusual circumstances. So don't be surprised about how you may meet your real twin. The twin flame relationships are very special. Why? Because they allow souls to come together with the purpose of helping the world. So once you do meet a twin, it's not like you'll be spending all of your time with your twin. Your goal will be to help other people. So you and your twin will still be focused on your purposes in life. You'll be using your talents, your creative pursuits, and your wisdom and intellect to help other people. That is the spiritual enlightenment of the twin flame journey. So while it would be wonderful to think that you meet someone who takes care of all your problems and suddenly your life is perfect, that's not exactly how life really works. A lot of it is developing the inner peace, the inner strength, the talents, the pursuits, and being on a journey that helps a lot of people around you. Indeed, that is the love that you are sharing with the universe. And in the end, love is indeed a verb. And that is the magic of the twin flame relationships. But I know in my heart there will be just one twin. It is such a wonderful experience to be sharing this with you today, and I'd like to thank you so much for joining me. Many thanks. I'm Sandra Rupp, and I am the anchor host at Career Expert on YouTube.